What's up guys, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a Blender profile picture. Now the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into the browser that you have and you're going to want to search up Gorilla Tag Blender Model. And once you've searched that up, you should be able to find this one right here. Next thing you want to do is when you get into here, you want to click Gorilla Tag IK Rig Blend and you want to click View Raw. It should download for you and you should be good to go. Next, you're going to need to download Blender. It should be the first link in the description. If you already have it, then just double click on it. And once you load in, press Open. And then press Gorilla Tag IK Rig Blend. Press Open, and you should have it right here. Next, click on the outline, so then it has an orange outline right here. And then click the red material. Then click the primary color, and adjust it to however you want. I'm just going to make it yellowish. Then, once you're done with that, click on the little name tag right here. And then click on Object Mode, which is up here. And make it edit mode. Next, just delete. Whoops. Just delete. And then make it whatever name you prefer. I suggest making it all caps because if it's lowercase and it looks kind of weird, to be honest. But it's okay. Next, put it back to object mode, and this is where we get into the first part. The second link in the description should have a face texture type thing. So once you get into that, you're going to download one of these, and once it's downloaded fully, you're going to come back into here, click on the gorilla again, and then click shading. Once you've clicked shading, you're going to want to go to your files and drag it onto here. Next, take color and drag it over to face texture. Then you're going to want to take face texture change and drag it all the way up. And it should have fully changed. To make it a little bit better, just go to the little thing right here and click line R and put it to closest. Then go back to layout. And you should be looking pretty good so far. Next, if you don't want to do a pose and just want to do like an up close kind of like that, then you can skip this part. But if you want to make a pose, then this part is for you. I'm just going to make a classic waving pose. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to object mode and press pose mode. Then I'm going to press the hand, and when you drag it up and down, it moves both hands. If you want to make it only one hand, then just come up here and click the blue X, and now you can move one hand at a time. Next, I'm going to drag this hand up. And then if you come over here to this really tiny little arrow right here and click on it, this little thing should pop up. I'm going to click rotate, and I should be able to rotate it to where to make it a little cool. Now if you're asking why I picked this face, once again, it's just a tutorial, so I don't need to pick the perfect face, but obviously this wouldn't be a good face for a profile picture that has a wave in it, obviously. Now once you've got your pose down, this is where the cosmetics come in. Now cosmetics are probably one of the hardest parts, if not the hardest part, but it's honestly not even that difficult once you get used to it. Now, the fourth or third link, I honestly forget at this point, it should have all the cosmetics. You click holdables, but you can also click hats and face and also badges, and you're just going to download whichever one that you feel like. It can be any. I just clicked on holdables because it's a tutorial. Now once it's downloaded, you're going to want to come into here, click File, then Import, then FBX. Then click whichever one you want. Me personally, I'm going to do the early access badge, and then you're going to want to click import FBX. Now, as you can see, I'm just going to drag it over here real quick. It's purple. That's not normal, obviously, but don't worry. In Blender, it's totally normal. I'm just going to rotate it so it fits on my chest perfectly, and then we can get to the next part. That looks pretty good. Now, we got to fix the texture of it. Now, the next link in the description after the cosmetics link will be the textures. Next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to press the minus here, then press new. Then click on base color, and then click image texture. Then press open, and you should be able to download the right one for each cosmetic. For me, the right one, this one, is going to be Hatless. I'm going to click on that and click on open image. Now, as you can see, it looks like the early access badge, and it's looking pretty good except from the fact that it's literally a massive gap. But from far away, it looks fine. There, that should be a little bit better at least. Now, once you've got all this together, this is where the editing comes in. Last thing we have to do, though, is get the camera. Press add, then press camera. A camera should show up probably behind your monkey. You're going to want to drag it back and up, and maybe a bit more back if that's okay with you. Now, as you can see, it's a rectangle, but we don't want that because it is a profile picture. If you're making a thumbnail, then you want it like this. You're going to want to go to output, which is over here, and you should be clicked on the camera, by the way. Go to output, then this should say 180 and this should say 1920. Now you're going to want to click on the one that says 1920 and delete it. Type in 1080, so pretty much the same that it says right here, and then click off of it, and it should have turned to a square. Now, just to look as a sample of what you are looking at, come over here and click the little camera thing, and it should show. Now, for me, this is looking pretty good. You can adjust your camera position as much as you want, but it doesn't really matter. Now, once you're done adjusting your camera position, come up here to render, and click render image. Now, as you can see, it looks pretty good. Now, if you want this background for your YouTube profile picture, or whatever you're using it for, then that's fine. But for me, it's just too plain. So if you just want this gray and white blend background for your YouTube profile picture, then you do you. And this video is pretty much done for you. You don't really have to watch this anymore. So you can click off this video now, or you can keep watching and subscribe. Please subscribe. But if you do want a different background, then here's what you gotta do. First, you want to save this image, obviously. So go to Image, click Save As, and click Save As Image. Now once it's saved, you want to click off of that and open up your browser. Now type in Photopea. Now, once you've got this Photopea thing popped up, click on the link and click New Project. Then click YouTube Profile and press Create. Then go to File and Open and click on the little thing that you saved. Mine is just called Untitled. Press Open. It might take a second to load, but there it is. Next, you want to find your background. But before we do that, let's go to the little magic wand right here. Click that and click on the little background. Now press delete and it goes away. How interesting. Now, as you can see, the background is completely gone. For some reason, my ear is also gone. But that's fine. Next, I'm just going to search up colorful background. Now, click on images, and you can pick whatever background you want. You can search up any background you want. It doesn't matter what background you pick. It's your choice. It's your desire. I'm just going to pick this cloudy one because it honestly looks kind of cool. Save image as, and click save. Mine is just called whatever that is, and I don't know why it's called that, but it's whatever. Then you're going to want to open your files up, and you're going to want to take the thing that you saved. Mine is somewhere over here. Here it is, and you're going to drag it over to this little panel. Let go, and it should be right here. Now, if it doesn't fit onto this thing, that is a-okay. You can just expand it a little bit, because that's what I'm doing. And now, that looks pretty cool. I am going to now be done with this. If you've dealt with Photopea before, then you can add a few more things, but I don't really do Photopea except just for this. But, next you're going to want to click File, and save. Wait, not save one. You want to click Export as PNG. Then you can just name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it the YouTube. And then click Save. It should show up in your files, and you can now put it as your YouTube profile picture. If you want more content like this, since I have a broken wrist and I literally can't play Gorilla Tag right now, if you want me to make some more Blender tutorials, or maybe even animations, then please subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!
East and the west, racking up on my bread, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla. Too much tree, the smoke is making my chest hurt. Girl on me, I'm thinking I should've rest her. Hey, I'm thinking I should've rest all night long, she putting me to the test. Got a lot on, I'm trying to take out the rest. Couldn't know my lines, I said nothing but the best. Hey girl, the cutest that I see. Sober, I'm not using my Visine, gotta get it.